Welcome into Moving the Chains, brought to you by Founders Federal Credit Union. I'm Kevin Thomas alongside Jerel. Hendricks. Got a great interview today, a very special guest, a 2027 wide receiver and DB from the Cheraw Braves, Nick Gordon. Nick, how you doing today?
I'm doing good. Thank y'all for having me on here.
Man, appreciate your time. We really do. Excited to talk to you today. This is you guys' first time tuning in. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter/X, Instagram, YouTube, and more at Movin Chains, our website, movinchains.com, and our podcast on Apple, Spotify, Google, and all podcast platforms. In 2024, as a sophomore, Nick had over 1,100 all-purpose yards, 5 interceptions, and 6 touchdowns. His Cheraw Braves went 10-3, finished first in Region 4-2A, and advanced to the third round of the playoffs. Nick, let's start with an easy one, man. I know, obviously, you just got out of school a couple weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago now. How's the summer going for you?
It's going great. I've been running with a couple camps. 7-on-7 just started for us, and we're really getting to build our team and see what we're going to have for the season upcoming.
Nick, let's let the people know about you a little bit more. Tell us about yourself, what sports you like to play outside of football, and what you like to do for fun, man.
My name is Nick Gordon. I'm a rising junior, and I play 3 sports. I play football, basketball, and baseball. And in football, of course, I play wide receiver and DB. In basketball, I play point guard. In baseball, I play all the outfield. And that's just really, I like doing other activities like weightlifting, reading, and just being active in the community.
Very cool, man. We mentioned, you're a 27 prospect, so you still got, a full year of football plus, I guess, 2 years of football pretty much left before you have to make that decision. But, how have you started going into camps this summer? How's that been going for you? Have any really stood out to you so far in this process?
So far, I've been to 6 different camps. I've been to Mercer, Clemson, South Carolina, NC State, Wake Forest, and Coastal Carolina. And out of all these camps, they've really been great overall. Like at Clemson, I ended up being put in the older group, and Coach Tyler Grissom really took a look at me and told me what I need to work on, what techniques I'm doing really good about. And then for NC State, I also got to meet with Dave Dorn, as he had told me that he would be looking at me throughout the season. And for Wake Forest, Coach Nick Edwards really liked what I had going on. He really liked me and told me that they would also be looking for me. So overall, camps have been really going good. I also increased my speed. I went from a 4.6 at the beginning of this year to now. Right now, I'm touching 4.4, 4.3.
Burning it. I love it.
Yes, sir.
That's awesome. Well, let's go back to the camp circuit. I know the Clemson one was particularly special. You picked up an offer there from Howard, man. Tell us about that process and, how cool was it to get that conversation from Coach Scott there at Howard?
Yes, sir. So I've been going to Clemson camp since I was 7. So he's really been looking at me since the 7th grade when I first went in his group. And as time went by, he'll contact me on Twitter. He'll like my stuff. He'll repost and everything. And so this past time I went, he liked what I was doing there. And he told me that he's been watching me since 7th grade, and he wants to just go ahead and offer me.
That's awesome, man. Really excited for you in that. You talked about it earlier. You guys are doing some 7-on-7 stuff now. We're kind of in the middle of that season. How many of those have you guys been to? How's that been going? And do you have any more big ones playing before the season starts up?
We've been to 6 so far. We've been to Carolina twice, Duke, North Carolina, and then we hosted one yesterday. And this Thursday coming up, we'll go to one in Richmond, North Carolina.
Nick, that's awesome, man. Nick, I've been looking at your huddle tape and your film, stuff like that, and the word that jumps out to me, man, is you're just the ultimate playmaker. You play on all sides of the ball, playing special teams and things like that. So what makes you, so dynamic and able to adapt to so many different places on the field?
Yes, sir. Just me knowing the game since I was young, and I just always wanted to be the person who just make the plays. I always want the ball in my hand. I just want to, be the athlete just to get it done when it's clutch time or whenever I need to make a play. So me playing almost all the critical positions, I just been, being able to be the playmaker.
I love it. You say playmaker there, Jerel, use that word as well. But maybe for guys who haven't seen you play, how would you kind of describe your game? And then maybe is there a couple college or pro guys you like to kind of pick up things from and kind of maybe, tailor your game after as well?
I really take notes from wide receivers just like me, like Zay Flowers from Baltimore or just from wide receivers like Antonio Gate Williams from Clemson. I just want to be able to be that type of fast cat that just gets by the DB, makes them flat and just flies and can just go track the ball down, or just be in a corner that just be able to lock you up, just be able to, you know what I'm saying, make the pass be a breakup, or just make the tackle when you catch the ball or something, or just when the ball is ran.
That's awesome, man. That's something that I know nothing about. I was a terrible high school football player, man, and I was nothing in your caliber. You mentioned that you've really worked hard on your speed, going from a 4.6 to a 4.4 in a short amount of time. I ran a 4 ever. You know, what has that been? What's that process been like for you? You know, really putting in the work in the off season.
Just me doing speed training with one of our former running backs from Cheraw that came through. He's really been helping me with my speed. And since you go to most of these camps, they want to see your 40. I've just been working on my stance, my get out, and everything, and acceleration, and make sure I get through the line on everything. And it has increased my speed a lot.
Obviously, you know, football is huge, but so are academics. I mean, you've got a great GPA. I think I saw 4.6 on your Twitter profile, man. That's awesome. Really excited for you there. Have you thought anything about what you want to major yet in school? And also, how important are the books to you, I guess?
The books are major in my house. My parents make sure that comes first and everything. And right now, I do want to go to school to study sports medicine.
That's awesome, man. You're gaining more and more attention as a prospect here, you know, through this recruiting process. And you're really blowing up in that area, that PD area, which is just known for athletes. You know, how have you been able to kind of stay grounded through this recruiting process and really focus on your work?
I've really been just staying humble, just continue to grind. Yeah, you know, playing with 2A, you know, coaches might not hardly look at athletes, but just staying humble and grinding every day and just making sure I'm bettering myself on and off the field is just what I've been doing.
Maybe more of a whole team question here for you guys. You know, you guys suffered a heartbreaking, a really tough loss in the playoffs in the third round last year. How have you and your guys kind of used that as motivation to get ready for this 2025 season?
Every day, we're just basing everything off the Barnwell game, the Barnwell, getting better from Barnwell. You know, just the little things that we did wrong, just making sure we would never do that again, or just building off of it. Just like the day we was going through film and we were just saying how we was going to get better and watching the Barnwell. We're going to do that almost every day. We're going to watch the Barnwell game, just build off of it. Make sure we don't never make the mistakes when it comes to crunch time.
We've been lucky to have your coach on our program a few times, and he is one of my favorites to talk to, and obviously one of the best coaches in the state. What's it like playing for Coach Poole down there in Cheraw?
Coach Poole is a great coach. Coach Poole really knows what he's doing. He really he's a great coach. He helps send us out to coaches. He helps just being there for us when we need him off or on the field. He's just a great coach overall.
Founders Federal Credit Union means banking made for you. The on the go, the pick up and go, and the I want to go. Because at Founders, we give you the financial tools that make every dollar work for you. For the little things to the big things. For your future and your peace of mind. We'll always stay grounded in our roots, but reaching beyond what you'd expect is where we'll always go. Find out what our members already know and enjoy a new way to bank. Relax, you're with Founders.
Nick, got a couple of easier ones here for you, man, before we let you go today. You know, maybe it's, I guess, on the bus ride to an away game, maybe in the locker room pregame for a home game, but what do you like to listen to kind of get you ready to take the field?
I like to listen to one of my favorite rappers, Rod Wave. I just always related to him and all his music. So that's what's my go-to to get me ready for the game, something common.
That's awesome, man. Good stuff there. Got to know you're hanging out with the teammates. You guys just got done with a lift or something like that. Did some work this summer. Where are you guys going to eat down there in Cheraw, man? What's the spot?
That's good. We'll probably either head up to the local Tokyo place here, Japanese restaurant, or we might head to the Mexican place or to a bar and grill, Oslo's, and get some good eats after a long day, or just go to one of our quarterback's house to just chill. His dad will cook for us, and we'll just get in the pool and just hang out, build a relationship with each other.
Nick, we talked about it all fair a little bit, but people, you've got some great social media platforms out there. You do a great job posting updates on yourself. So where can folks find out more about you on Twitter and Instagram, TikTok, things like that?
They can find out me on my Twitter, which is N1CKGRDON. And for my Instagram is IMN1CK.1K. And you can just find out more about me and my everyday life and who I am.
I love that, Nick. The last one before we let you go today, man, what are some of the goals that you have, maybe individually as you go through this recruiting process, and also for your team, as you guys build on that great season that you had last year?
Yes, sir. This year, I just want to be able to stay humble, keep grinding, be able to better myself. And for an overall team, I just hope we just build every day off of the stuff that we did wrong last year, and just be able to build relationships with each other, to come together, to bond together, to be better every day, so we can get this done and hopefully, get past more rounds in the playoffs and play for a state championship and win it.
I do have one more I wanted to ask you, Nick, because, Jerel mentioned we've had Coach Poole on a couple times now. And, you guys, I feel like your core group has been playing football together for a long time, man. You guys got a lot of guys in your class who really know each other and things like that. How special is that group, and how cool is it to get to come up with such a really talented group of guys there at Cheraw?
Yes, sir. Our group have really grown up. We all played with each other since rec, and we just been able to build bonds with each other and just we got chemistry with each other, and just being able to know what the varsity level at that young age, running the same plays and everything, and having some of the coaches come help us when we was younger just to get ready for varsity has really helped now and building us. So when it's time like now, we'll just be able to play with each other, and we already know what we're doing and just make it happen on the field.
Well, this has been great. I want everyone to go check out Nick on Twitter and Instagram. Like you mentioned, he gave your handles there a second ago, N1CK Gordon on Twitter. Make sure you keep up with him and check out his highlights, his huddle, things like that. Like I said, follow us on all social media, our website, movinchange.com, and our podcast on all podcast platforms. Moving the Change is brought to you by Founders Federal Credit Union. Jerel, anything else for Nick before we let him go today?
Nick, man, it was so good to meet you today, man, and get to know about your story, man. It's just been so excited to watch you on social and see your development, especially over the summer, man. You've been really grinding out there, and I'm excited to see your future is nowhere but up, and excited to see what you're going to be able to do with that Cheraw team this year, too. We definitely got our eyes focused on the Braves, so keep up the good work, man.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all for having me on here on this amazing platform.
Well, we appreciate you, Nick, man. Look forward to getting down to a practice or game, get to see you in person, and best luck this season, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank both of y'all. Thank you.
Get ready for the ultimate South Carolina high school football experience with Movin the Chains. From previews to recaps, we've got you covered. Dive into our expert preview shows, predicting winners and sharing insights. Then join us post-game for the thrilling recaps, exclusive interviews, and highlights you won't find anywhere else. Plus, connect with fellow fans on our Friday night spaces on Twitter/X. No one covers South Carolina high school football like us. Join us at Movin Chains on all social media platforms and visit movinchains.com today.